Hey everyone, David DeHaas, Living Waters, livingwaterscleanse.com. Hey, I want to share with you some of the things we're doing we've always been doing actually, ever since we opened for business to be COVID friendly, I guess you might say, or how do we prevent infectious disease and so forth. So we've been doing a protocol for years now, and one of the first steps that we take in cleaning these beds and cleaning these rooms is we spray them down with a thing called CDC. It's actually been proven clinically to actually kill HIV. So what we do is we spray these beds, we leave them set for 10 minutes, and we come in and do the rest of our maintenance. So this product here, we gown up, we mask up, we rubber glove up because we don't want this actually in our body as well. So it's very, very powerful. I've never thought, but I had it, if we wanted to, we could actually, if you want to buy this, you could buy this. So from us if you were interested in your own home. So then we sanitize everything. We wipe down the doorknobs. I mean, everything gets touched, gets hit with the CDC. Better than any Clorox wipes. So the next thing we do at night when we go home, this is a pretty cool device. I've overkilled this really. I've got 3 of these in this little building. These will cover up to 3,000 square feet. They kill mold and fungus, and they actually kill RNA type viruses because it's using ozone. So I have this little away mode right here. I can press this and I can set the hours. See that? Okay, I can just hit away mode and I can leave the building. Okay, I can set this for how many square feet I want, and these are available, by the way, in our store. So I can go up to 3,000 square feet, and you can actually start to smell just the ozone in these. So we leave these at night. This is going to, like I say, this will actually go through the walls and kill the mold, fungus, and it's going to kill these RNA type viruses, which COVID is. I'm going to give you another example of that. Oh, boxed up in this little box here is a thing called the On-Demand. Suzanne Summers wrote about it in her book when she talked about how she healed from breast cancer. So one of the cool things that happened, I got sick back in January, and I believe I probably got the COVID. I don't know for certain. I was never tested. There were no tests. Anyway, I went in and I tested what viruses and bacteria. This has several hundreds of programs in it, but it has the frequencies that you can put into it to help recover from these. So I came in, I tested for about 5 of them. Interesting enough, 3 weeks later, On-Demand, manufactured out of Germany, actually sent the practitioners the programs they suggested for boosting your immune system for COVID. And by golly, it wasn't the ones that I'd already tested myself for. So this is a really interesting machine. We use it to kill parasites, bacteria, viruses. We can use it for helping reverse osteoporosis. We can use it for tissue healing, rebalancing the autonomic nervous system, the energy centers. There's hundreds and hundreds of programs. And so we literally go through and we step down and test and see what you're testing for. To literally, I guess you might say the way it works is it breaks the, when the energy grid gets broken in your body, you're basically like one big energy grid. We want to restore that power, right? So this is basically helping restore that power. All right. So we'll give you one little quick demonstration of how powerful these machines are that we turn on at night. So you see here, I've got I've actually filled this with smoke. I'm going to turn this off. This is how quickly these living air systems work. So these are available in our store, livingwaterscleanse.com/store. You can get them. The small ones cover 1,500 square feet. The big, robust ones there cover up to 3,000 square feet. But you can see here, just watch this, it's pretty cool. This is the only magic trick I really know. It's not magic, it's actually science. Anyway, you can see here it's going through and clearing up the smoke. So if you've got pet smells, pet dander, if you've cooked some fish and you want to clear it out, the smell out, you just turn one of these on, and as you can see here, it's just zapping this air pretty fast. So we run these for 8 hours every night. And so this is literally going through and, I guess you say, sterilizing the place, you might say. Actually, scientifically it is. And you can see it's gone from deep smoke to clearing it up. So we do a lot of steps. We've been doing them since day one when we came in here. And so, and we're open for business. So it's really important, especially because look at 85% plus of your immune system is in that famous 35 feet of your intestinal tract called the small intestine and colon. And so you've got to keep that healthy. And what's the easiest, fastest, most inexpensive way to reverse symptoms is by cleaning out the gut first. Everything goes back to the gut, which I'll show you in a minute. By the way, if you haven't watched healingtheincurables.com, you need to invest the 68 minutes. Go watch healingtheincurables.com. Learn the 4 natural laws of healing. See, that's all completely clear. Pretty amazing, huh? Yeah, those are incredible devices. I've been using these devices in my homes since 1990s. They're excellent. Okay, one of the other cool tests that we do around here, we did this yesterday, is this little machine here called the antioxidant machine. So this is a machine that actually measures your antioxidants in real time. So in 2 minutes, we can get you a number and quantify how many antioxidants in your body. And then you can, of course, as we talk about the 4 natural laws, what's the 4th natural law? Well, that's taking nutrition, supplements, the foods you eat, and pumping that up. And then you'll actually see on this machine in a couple months the change. And it's very, very important to understand where you're at so you can kind of, it's like the dipstick for the car, right? You want to know if your oil's low? Well, you want to know if your antioxidants are too low. Okay, so the next big thing that you want to be doing is heat. Heat actually plays a role in boosting your immune system. So a device we have here, we have this a mat on this bed, and it's full of rocks, amethyst and tourmaline stone. And I've got it on here, and it's running. And laying on this bed is going to do several things for you. You can see here, this person here is very, 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 very cold. They have very poor circulation. So if you're one of those people who gets cold, and when fall approaches, winter approaches, your hands and feet are always cold, you got a circulation issue, which means you have turbid blood, which means you have dirty bowels. So what this mat does, you can see here, just 2 weeks after using the mat alone, just the mat, not doing any cleansing, look how much we improve circulation. This is a 30-minute change in blood. See this? Very turbid, not carrying the oxygen you need. 30 minutes later, and you're going to notice more energy. All right? The next thing is just cardiovascular. Look at this, guys. This is amazing. This is 30-minute change on this 57-year-old woman. Look at this. Huge, huge change. Absolutely amazing. So a 1-degree drop in your body temperature shuts off the guards at the fort, as I call them. Those are enzymes. So enzymes are protecting your body, okay? So a 1-degree drop is going to decrease by 50%. A 1-degree rise is going to increase your enzymes by 40%. So what's that mean? If you are hot, if your body temperature is hot, right? If you're where you need to be, bugs lose. If you're not, bugs win. So that's why these things happen in the wintertime, because you're cold. All right? At 42 degrees Celsius, Harvard University proved that cancer cells die. 42 degrees Celsius, that's 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So you think about what happens in your body when you get sick, it creates a temperature. And what do Americans try to do? They try to reduce it. It's like, no, let it run its course. So what happens is that literally activates the heat shock protein. So think of it like this. You've got a pentagon in the body. The pentagon is going to activate the armies. Who are the armies, you ask? Well, let me tell you. The armies are the endorphins, the NK, T cells, and lymphocytes. So these guys are kind of lounging around. They're in the officers' club. They're kind of sitting around. They're playing cards. They're kind of chilling out. And all of a sudden, something hits the body. And it's got to be alerted. Heat shock protein alerts it. So heat rises, and then to protect the cells, then these guys go into action. So it's going to enhance your immune system, reduce fatigue, relieve pain. That's what the biomat does. So guys, gals, you want to increase body temperature, right? So far infrared sauna, far infrared biomat. But check this out. This is amazing. Cancer. Check this out. Before secretion of heat shock protein, this is the cancer. See all the red up here, right here? Okay. Check this out. This is 3 months later. It's huge. No surgery. This is just letting heat do its job. Last thing that's got to happen, which you'll learn about in the movie Healing the Incurables, okay, is, okay, we got law number 4 natural laws, right? Clean the colon, clean the small intestine, clean the bloodstream, transfer perfect nutrients into the bloodstream to nourish the cells. Well, what this biomat helps you do is that it has negative ions. It's producing, even when the heat is off, it's producing negative ions. Negative ions, after a rainstorm, the air smells fresh, a lot of negative ions. So what happens is these negative ions help open up the cell wall doors. So these doors are there, someone's gonna knock on it, knock, knock, knock. Hey, open up, I got some nutrients I wanna deliver to you. So it opens them up, and the nutrients go in and the impurities go out, okay? I can't open the door without these negative ions, give me some. So this is what's going on, okay? So really, really important. Look at, you have Stress in your world, well, that means you've got a colon that looks something like this. Twisted, distorted. The average person that's watching this video is packing 10 to 15 pounds of old fecal matter. So when people come through our 10-day healing retreat, they lose on average 10 to 12, 15 pounds. And it's not fat, guys. It's simply in 10 days, that's not fat. You're not losing 10 pounds of fat in 10 days. Not going to happen. But you're going to lose that old fecal matter, all that old crust of stuff that's been there for years. And why is that important? Well, as you'll learn as you watch the webinar, I go into great detail on this. All of these organs in your body connect to the gut. Your ear, your neck, your shoulders, your lungs, your heart. Solar plexus. What's the solar plexus? Well, it's that area around the lungs. Pleural cavity. I'm sorry, not solar plexus. The pleural cavity is. Sorry. Breast, ribs, arms, hands, spleen, diaphragm, kidneys, pelvis, perineum, groin, leg, kidneys. So it's really important to understand if you got a low back pain, right here, guys, number 12. Okay? Eyes, ears, tonsils. For those of you who've had your gallbladder out, it's because you're constipated. You are constipated, and you still are. You haven't changed it until you come in here and do some colonics. Colonics, your best friend. We're literally putting water in and hydrating the colon, right? And all that old crusty stuff is going to come out. And so that's one of the first things you got to begin to do. And when you do that, if you've got severe issues like this, check this guy out. Okay? In 7 days, cleared it up. Nail fungus. Nail fungus is an internal problem. It's not an external problem. There's cancer. That's foot fungus. Okay? Cleared it up. 10-day process. Dr. Harvey Kellogg. No single normal colon. And here's an amazing story. Of the 22,000 operations I have personally performed, I've never found a single normal colon. That was back in the 1900s, guys, 1900. In his Battle Creek Sanitarium, Dr. Kellogg treated 40,000 patients after he did 22,000 operations. 40,000 patients later, after doing what we're doing here at Living Waters, cleansing, eating right, all but a handful of them, according to his accounts, avoided surgery through administrations. You got itchy, scaly scalp, you got an internal problem, my friend. You got psoriasis, acne, itchy skin, that's an internal problem, manifesting into an external. Putting a topical on this is not going to heal it. That, 4 months later. Here's a severe liver infection. He healed it in 30 days. Hey, I just did a podcast. You got to go to livingwaterscleanse.com/podcast. Click on the podcast. Whole body, it's called Detox with Whole Body Cleansing. And guys, I talked to Dr. Ellen Tart Jensen, who back in the day, she would work with Dr. Bernard Jensen, who was literally the father of colon hydrotherapy. I call him the father of colon hydrotherapy, the 10-day process. And amazing stories. They were treating 160 people a day on their farm down in California back in the 1960s and 70s. Cool stories. You got to go listen to them. But anyway, let's go back to here. And so we showed you how we clean the beds. We showed you how we nuke the place at night. So what else we do? Well, we got these cool machines. This is called the T-Zone Whole Body Vibration. Now, the reason why, I'm going to show you how this works in just a hot moment, but I'm going to tell you the why. These actually got built for the space program initially to build bone and muscle quickly and easily, because 10 minutes on this is equivalent to a 1-hour exercise. Okay? So you've got about 750, 800 lymph nodes in your body. And here's what you didn't know. So for all of those you're concerned about breast cancer, or maybe you've already had breast cancer and you had your breast taken off, or maybe you had some lymph nodes taken out. Here's the rest of the story that wasn't told to you. Okay, when you've got a dirty colon, you've also got dirty lymph nodes. These lymph nodes literally suck up like a sponge the interstitial fluid from the capillaries of your blood system. So it's a cleanup mechanism. Now there's no pump for this. No pump. What's the pump? The pump is moving, jumping up and down. You've got this huge network, right? And it takes and puts it, and there's a little one-way opening. And so you can actually, massage yourself as well, but moving, jumping up and down, vibration is going to help with that. And it takes it up here, goes up here, and guess where it dumps it, guys? Into the blood. This is why the blood gets so turbid and dirty. And what's the last highway to get the nutrition to the cells? The blood. It's okay. That's what we got to do. So this is what I do in the morning. I have one of these in my home. Awesome. And so I'm going to show you how this all works. Just give me a second here, get it all hooked up. Okay, so it's kind of a little tilted there. All right, here's how it works, guys. Lots of ways you can use this. I got tons and tons and tons of stories about amazing things that happened on the T-zone. Oh, here we go. That's all. All right. So this little plate down here is going to vibrate. And I've got speeds. I can go from 0 to 70 on this, not 70 miles per hour, but it's just a relative number. But you can see now I'm oscillating back and forth. And my body, I'm doing 30 contractions a second, so my body's trying to balance it out. And so that's why it helps improve muscle very quickly. And of course, because it's moving, we're also improving bone as well. But we're moving the lymphatic system. I can feel it all the way up to my body. If I squeeze my buttocks like I'm holding a $100 bill between it, I can feel that vibration move up further, which is pretty cool. Because we want to move all that lymphatic system up here and get it to drain into the blood system. Now you're going to ask, the smart person, well, David, how do you clean the blood? It's a secret. You have to watch healingtheincurables.com. So another way I can use this machine is I can literally do push-ups without having to go to work and go to push-ups. So just me doing this, I can feel the vibration all the way up through my arms, all the way down through my gut. For those of you who have carpal tunnel, you put your hand like this. I had a gal come in. I just found the old video. It's a so cool story. She actually had surgery. She had she had these braces on. 4 days. 4 days after coming in here and just doing this for a couple minutes. She came in here and said, David, I have no pain. I can use my arms and hands, no brace. True story. Pretty amazing. Anyway, we have these for sale on our store as well. They came out with a brand new one here. This one's very inexpensive. I think we're about $350. So this is a portable one. Very light. So if you got an apartment, whatever, you want to shove this under your bed after you use it, put it in a closet, take it with you on vacation, whatever you want to do. This is very light, easy to move around, and they're a lot less money than, these are a couple $1,000, about $2,000. These are $359, I think it is. So anyway, this is a really good tool to move that lymphatic. So now we move the lymphatic, and what else do we do? Well, one of the other tools that we can use, as you see here in the background, for help balancing out the energy grids in your body is going to be these crystal harmonic healing bowls. And so to wrap up, oh no, before I come back, I'll come back to this, okay? The last thing we do, not the last thing, but one of the things we do in the cleanse is we have far infrared sauna. So again, heat. We're boosting the body's immune function by increasing heat. As you remember early in the video, I talked about heat shock proteins, NK T cells, so forth. We got to get those guys active because they're asleep in the officer's lounge. This is another way to do it, is using heat and then sweat. So you detoxify 4 ways, women 5 ways: sweating, pooping, peeing, breathing, and women, of course, have menses. Men don't have that. Thank God we don't have that. All right. Gotta have a little humor when you do this stuff. All right, so here we go. What's going on here? Oops. All right, so I'm gonna give you a little concert here. Wrap it up here for this video. So go watch healingtheincurables.com. I go through all this stuff in detail. And by the way, I have a doctor that comes on, Dr. Kenita Holmes, and she's going to talk to you about your gut. And it's a pretty interesting piece that she has in here. So this is using sound. And the way I like to explain what's happening here is that, again, your body's an electrical grid, but the grid gets broken, right? The trees fall over the power lines. So in the body, we want to get that grid reestablished. So energy, frequency, does that. And so these bowls, these healing bowls, have been around for a long time, and it actually is using binaural beats of sound to literally rebalance out your body. So, a little concert for you this morning before we go. So when you're here on the 10-day healing retreat, we play these bowls for you every single day while you are doing an intention and putting an elevated emotion into your body, and that changes your autonomic nervous system. So anyway, those are some of the tools we use, and hope you enjoyed the little tour I was talking to you about. So stay COVID friendly by boosting your immune system, my friends. So it's really easy, guys. Listen, we all have an immune system. We're made in God's image. We have the tools within, but sometimes we get a little sideways, and so we got to clear out not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. It's pretty easy to do when you come through our healing retreat. Go watch healingtheincurables.com. I'm David DeHaas from Living Waters, where miracles begin by healing from within.